Greetings. This is Fred Barstein, CEO and founder of TPSU. Just completed a program at the University of North Florida. I'm here with Chris. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Fred.
Okay, if we ask you a few questions.
Sure, fire away.
And before we start, tell us, your name, the role of your company, and how many employees you have.
So I'm Chris. I am the CFO of an infrastructure and design consulting firm here in Jacksonville, Florida. We've got about 375 employees.
Very good. So, Chris, you asked, I thought, what was a real pertinent question, actually the crux of why we have retirement plans. Could you repeat that question for our audience?
Yeah. One of your speakers mentioned, how do you know you have a good plan? And so we as plan administrators have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure we're providing a plan that is good, that's optimized to the benefit of the employee. And so how do you know? What's the metric for that?
Right.
And so, what I look at is I say, what's our employee engagement? Because a person is going to act in their own best interest. And so if you have high employee engagement, that's one metric.
Right.
And we do at our company have very high engagement. But he made the point of, are they on their way to retirement?
Right.
Are they going to be able to retire? And so that's a tougher number to get to.
Right. And that was ultimately what's their retirement or income replacement ratio.
That's right.
Which we think is 40 to 50%. Yeah. But then you asked another question, say, okay, assuming that we want to judge on 40 to 50% income replacement, what was the other question to follow up?
Well, so income replacement is difficult because now you have people that are coming into your plan in their mid-40s or 50s. They have spouses that are working. It requires data from your participants into the system to be able to really tell where they are in terms of their retirement readiness.
And one of the things we heard was not working is how do you get all of their plans? They might have plans from previous employers.
That's right.
And put it, because that tells the story as well. Now, they were really, really hard, but very good questions. So thank you for that. Yeah. Final question, things you learned, or would you recommend TPSU?
Absolutely would recommend TPSU. This has been a very valuable session today. There's a lot of information about Secure Act 2.0. The pooled employer plans is something that we really didn't know anything about. And so the way that addresses, liability, the way that addresses administrative costs, things like that, that's very attractive. So,
very good. Well, thank you for your time, Chris. And thank you for watching 401k TV. Please stay tuned.